wisdom,
prudentia,
justice,
justitia,
temperance,
temperantia,
courage.
fortitudo.
Applying ancient philosophy to modern life, this is the Sunday Stoic.
Hey everybody, it's Steve with the Sunday Stoic Podcast. Depending on your culture and where you live, there's probably a holiday coming up. For me, it's Christmas here in the USA, and I will be traveling to Tulsa, Oklahoma to spend it with my in-laws. And today's reading probably won't help me there, but depending on what your family is like or your friends, especially if you've changed growing up, maturing, or through the practice of philosophy such as Stoicism, you may find that their ways are no longer your ways. And that can lead to some strife or some argumentation. I know growing up, my father, my uncle, they would always push people's buttons, politically speaking, get into arguments and things like that. And various family disputes would arise whenever we got together. Today's reading is a very short one from Marcus Aurelius, reminding us a very important lesson on how to survive the holidays or just living in a society in general. The Meditations of Marcus Aurelius, Book 6, Chapter 6. The best way of avenging yourself is not to become like the wrongdoer. Alright, so you have an uncle that wants to pick a fight about who you voted for or some other position. Maybe you're a vegetarian. They want to mock you for that. Whatever it is. What could you do to win? Well, don't worry about winning. The only way to win is to not become like the wrongdoer. Don't be like them. And don't do the whole it takes one to join one. Don't become part of that camp, right? That's not what I screwed up that saying. But what is it? If you can't beat them, join them. That's what I wanted to say. If you can't beat them, join them. That's not a very philosophical recommended technique. It may be a pragmatic technique in some circumstances, but the best way of avenging yourself is to not be like them. So suppose you have a relative that is always talking about how much money they make, about how they're buying a new boat or going on a trip. You could just sit there silently sipping on your tea, and if asked questions, you could just say, "Oh, well, I enjoy a nice stroll through the woods," or I enjoy, woodworking in my shop. I'm not doing anything as luxurious as you, but I hope you enjoy yourself. You don't have to be a braggart. You don't have to start an argument. You don't have to get into shouting matches. You don't have to push anyone's buttons. You can be different than those around you. Don't become like them. Something to keep in mind as stress levels often go up when we travel for the holidays. So, have a great week, and I will see you on the podcast next time. Carpe diem.
Thank you for listening to the Sunday Stoic. If you enjoyed the show, please subscribe, rate, and review the Sunday Stoic on iTunes. Become a member of the Sunday Stoic team, earn rewards, and be an integral part of the show by becoming a patron at www.patreon.com/SundayStoic. Contact the show by emailing sundaystoic@gmail.com or by leaving a voicemail at 501-503-3132. To find out more, visit www.sundaystoicpodcast.com. And as Steve always says, Carpe Diem.